Little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember them fans was on us. We used to drive them Hondas. Then we pull up in the Fondas. Blow up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports.
This is one of the best non-divisional rivalries in the NFL. Will this be another epic encounter between these two bitter foes? We'll find out when they take the field.
It's the Jets going up against the Giants.
With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with their rivals and co-tenants here in the building, the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis and CD Week 3 of the preseason. We're getting there. Opening night on the horizon. Madden video game out on Friday the 25th, so you know we're close. But this is the week you use as your dress rehearsal, isn't it?
Yeah, you certainly do. Now, the guys that know they're going to make this team and be difference makers in the season, they're probably more looking forward to the match.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
Had another nice season a year ago. His sixth 4,000-yard campaign, but even more importantly, got his Giants back into the playoffs with an 11-5 mark after 3 straight losing seasons.
They go play action here on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Ball start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Looks to be right around the 40. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run again with Vereen. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Shotgun now for Manning. It's caught. Shepard. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, 59 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a guy who only became a starter relatively late in his career. It's the well-traveled veteran, Josh McCown.
I think it's safe to say that their quarterback position remains unsettled, even with Josh McCown assuming the starting role. He wants to be the guy. He'll mentor other people around him, but don't underestimate his competitive instinct. He wants to be the guy to lead the Jets.
This is the running back, Powell. Oh, now he bowls him over. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
The reason that counter or misdirection plays work so well is that usually you've given them a reason to think that everything's going to the direction that starts initially. You've run that type of a play throughout the game. You've given them that look. And now you're going to counter things and bring it back the other way. Almost a tendency breaker at times. And a lot of it is making sure that you have an illusion, almost like a magician. Look over here, but the play is actually happening over there, and that's where a running back's vision comes into play. See the hole in a place where people don't expect and get there with some speed. And that's exactly what he did on that play.
Throwing on first is McCown. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Remaining here on second down. Now McCown on the bootleg. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So the offense has it first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
McCown to throw on second down. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards. From the gun on 3rd, McCown dumps off to Powell.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run with the rookie, Elijah McGuire. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good game before he's taken down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, here's McCown. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd and short. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
It's almost become a cliche that when you talk about Jason Pierre-Paul, you start with his athleticism at defensive end. But what I've observed during his career is not only that athleticism, but the craftiness that has grown year after year as he's learned more moves, how to take on blocks, how to get away from people, and still get the quarterback on the ground.
3rd and 1, McCown wants to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On the run, here's Vereen. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
2nd down following the run. They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
And he's going to go down again. Muhammad Wilkerson. In there to drop him for the second straight play. They may want to block him on third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Jets will take over first and 10. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. From midfield, here's McCown. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
McCown throwing on 2nd. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a third down. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun here for McCown. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's McGuire. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Working from the gun, McCown. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. McCown going to throw. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They run with Powell. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They go again with Powell. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So we played a quarter here in this inter-city rivalry. 7-3 the score. Back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's McCown. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Bilal Powell and his offensive mates retaking the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st down, here's a handoff to Vereen. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's Vereen, and he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Manning. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Manning now to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, and certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On 4th down, off goes Manning, and on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas, for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And now out come the Jets. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Here's Powell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's McCown. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Adams. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Eli Manning getting ready to go again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun to the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Manning. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And this one's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and 9. Working from the gun, Manning. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They were looking for Marshall that time, and that'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing now is McCown. And he's going to be out of of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. To throw is McCown. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Jets on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with McCown. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Throwing on first is McCown. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. They come out here in the eye. They'll run. This is Powell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Manning now on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Seven yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Manning. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll run here with Vereen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Manning to throw on second down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets, I guess visiting if you want to call them that in their home stadium, on top over the Giants. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Giants haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Jets have come in and looked good as the road team. And will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's roll the highlights. Now first and 10, Muhammad Wilkerson showing skill here to get to the QB. This ends up as a loss of 9. Continuing on the drive, Wilkerson's going to get the quarterback here. This goes for a loss of 9. Giants with the ball late in the half. Muhammad Wilkerson showing skill here to get to the QB. This one ends up as a loss of 6. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to East Rutherford for the start of the second half.
All right, LR, thank you, my man. Still anyone's contest, just a 2-point game as we get set for the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Here we go.
Throwing is McCown on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll run. It's Vereen. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game. A really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it? Or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now,
yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defense will give him.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Now the first carry for Sean Drone. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And it's the Bills that have added to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They start this with a run for Powell. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
First throw now for the backup, Bryce Petty. And incomplete there. A nice base hit jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Jets on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Petty. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Petty now. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Damon Harrison busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Here we go. 3-19!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And here we get a look at Stewart down on the ground still. Hope this isn't anything serious. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Bilal Powell, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown run coming from Bilal Powell. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now out come the Giants. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
First and 10. Here's Manning. And he fires one incomplete. Again, they were targeting Marshall there, and that'll bring up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Manning. A screen here to Vereen. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dumps off to Powell. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned at ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. He'll look to throw. And he's got a noon one. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. To throw now on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Here we go.
They'll run with McGuire. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Smith out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now it's the backup Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's King. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Smith. And he's got multi complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now Gino on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Brandon Marshall, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Roses to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Now McGuire, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On third down, that's McGuire. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by the rookie from Cal, Chad Hansen. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Around the NFL, fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. On the carry, this is McGuire. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Here's Patty. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down. So So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And it's a touchdown for the New York Giants. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Petty now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. 3rd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, that's McGuire. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Giants ready to come out now. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory, and
move on to the next series. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run again now with Darkwan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Giants on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. A give left side to Drone. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hansen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Around the NFL, 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Cardinals have scored to add on to that lead. A win would be their first of the young season. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And they're down to 17 seconds now here after the spike. To throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.